Can we sleep on a bed of nails? This trick is hair-raising. How is it even possible? To understand this trick, we should first understand the concept of force and pressure. Force is a push or a pull. We pull to lift a heavy object. We push a heavy object to move it. In both these cases, we are exerting a force on the object, and the object moves due to this force. But sometimes the object does not move even when forces are applied. In a tug of war, people pull in opposite directions. So the two forces cancel out. Therefore, the direction in which the force is applied has an impact. While pushing or pulling, we touch the object. Does this mean that objects need to be always touched for applying force? Not always. Think of an apple falling from a tree. The earth pulls the apple without touching it. In fact, the earth is always pulling us towards it. This is the force of gravity. A force can also change the shape of an object, like we change the shape of the dough while making chapatis. The effect of force also depends on the area on which it acts. For example, we always push the pointed side of the nail into the wall. That's due to the concept of pressure, which is equal to the force acting on a unit area of the surface. This means, smaller the area on which the force acts, greater will be the pressure experienced by that area. The pointed side of the nail has a smaller area, so the pressure exerted on the wall is greater, and the nail is pushed into the wall. Now coming back to our main question, can we sleep on a bed of nails? Normally, if you sit on one nail, your weight or force is applied on a single nail. That means more force is applied to a tiny area of the body. So the pressure at that small area is high, and the nail pierces the body. Ouch! That will hurt! But if there are many nails, your weight or force is distributed over all the nails. So now the area of contact is greater, and the pressure on your body is smaller, and you are safe. See, there is no magic trick. It is all science. Even liquids and gases exert pressure. Right now, the air around you is pushing against you. It is called atmospheric pressure. When you dive into the water, you experience the weight of the water above you. As you go deeper, the pressure of water increases. So it is not recommended for humans to swim below 150 feet. But how do these marine organisms survive at a depth of 25,000 feet? Human lungs would collapse at this depth due to the extreme pressure. But these animals have some special adaptations. They do not have any air cavities like our lungs, which could be crushed by the tremendous water pressure. So you see, pressure is all about balancing the force on a given area, whether it's the deep sea or a bed of nails.